VSGChelly. If you're new here, my name is Chelly. I had gastric sleeve 10, 11, 21. I am down 115 pounds. I started at 260. I am now at 143. So I think that's a little bit more than 115. So I am rocking and rolling. Today is a informative video. If, like I said, if you're new, if you're not sure what the gastric sleeve is, if you're just doing your research, this video is for you. If you've already done gastric sleeve and you have experience, this video is not for you, okay? This is just, but if you still want to watch, you can, because I love my gal pals. So this is just the top 5 questions about gastric sleeve. So we're going to get straight into it. The top 5 questions. The first question, what is gastric sleeve? So we're just going to go ahead and go down the list of the top 5 questions and answer them for you guys so you can get information if you're interested in getting the gastric sleeve surgery. I do have other videos on my channel kind of explaining my experience from the very first doctor's appointment up until now. So if you're interested, you can head on over to the channel and look at all those cool videos of my journey. Okay, so what is gastric sleeve and how does it work? So I'm going to read you the definition from the internet, and then I will give my explanation. So the gastric sleeve is also known as the sleeve gastrostomy. It's a weight loss surgery that involves removing a large portion of the stomach, leaving behind a small banana-shaped tube, a sleeve. The procedure helps reduce the amount of food a person can consume at one time, which leads to weight loss. So the gastric sleeve, exactly right. You cut about 80% of your stomach out, which leaves like a banana-shaped stomach. Everybody makes fun of me the way I say stomach. So it's like a banana-shaped stomach left in you. So obviously you can't eat as much as you once can. You can't eat and drink at the same time. So there's a lot of restrictions and a lot of limitations. So that is by default will cause you to lose a massive amount of weight in a short amount of time, which is amazing. So if you're interested in that, highly recommend. Who's a good candidate for, question number 2. Who's a good candidate for gastric sleeve and what are the requirements? I actually had this conversation with my friend the other day. She's like, I wouldn't be able to get it. So it's really all depends on your BMI. So I'm gonna go ahead and read the definition of who's a good candidate and then we'll chop it up. Candidates for gastric sleeve usually are people who have the BMI of 40 or higher, which a BMI is a body mass index, and you're able to figure out your BMI from your weight and your height, and then you can figure that out. You can always go a BMI calculator on Google and you can figure out your BMI. Very easy. So it's 40 or higher with a BMI of 35 or higher with obesity-related surgeries. Candidates typically undergo a comprehensive evaluation to ensure they are physically and mentally prepared for the procedure. So that is absolutely correct. I think my BMI, I was very high BMI. Like I said, I started at 260. I was 5'2". I don't remember what my BMI, but it was above in the 35, 40. So I definitely was a candidate. And what else does it say? Oh yes, you do undergo an evaluation. I had to get a psychiatric evaluation, physical therapy evaluation, just to kind of see if I'm mentally and physically prepared for this type of surgery. And let me tell you, I wasn't. Before the gastric sleeve, I would say that my mental health was a little bit more healthier than it is now. It does cause a lot of mental health issues as far as just the chemical imbalance within your body, all the hormones. You know, hormones are stored in your fat and you release so much fat and lose so much fat. There's so many hormones that go in your body that causes you to be psycho. It makes you crazy. It makes you hormonal. It makes you have mood swings. So I was dealing with that. So you just got to be really prepared and do your research on the mental health aspect of the procedure if you're not mentally strong to handle some of those challenges that may come. I do have a mental health video with gastric sleeve on my channel as well. So if you want to go ahead and look that up. What are the risk and potential complications of gastric sleeve? Everybody wants to know, what are the risks? And there are risks for every surgery. As you know, you're going under the knife, you're going in anesthesia, there are always risks. So let's read what Google's risks are. Like any surgical procedure, oh, that's exactly what I said. Gastric sleeve carries risks and potential complications. Some of the most common risks include bleeding, infection, blood clots, anesthesia-related complications. Potential long-term complications include acid reflux, hernias, and vitamin deficiencies. From experience, like I said, I had my gastric sleeve 11/21/22, so I'm a year and a half maybe. I haven't experienced any of these complications. I did not experience acid reflux. I did have a hernia when I was super overweight, but she says as I lost weight, the hernia went smaller. So that was before. And vitamin deficiency, I would say I do have a vitamin deficiency. I don't take my vitamins regularly. I know. Actually, I'm gonna go take them now. It's the only you'll see you have to eat when you take your vitamins. So it's like I need to do it on a full stomach. When I'm on a full stomach, I have to wait 30 minutes to drink something. So by the time I have to wait 30 minutes to drink, I forget all about the vitamins. And then I remember about the vitamins, and then my stomach is empty again. And then it's a vicious cycle. So maybe at the beginning of the surgery, I was taking vitamin patches. So I might go back to vitamin patches because once I was able to swallow pills, I got away from the patches. I think I'm gonna go back to vitamin patches. So you can get a vitamin deficiency if you're not able to stomach pills, swallow pills, or just get those daily vitamins in. We're very restricted with our what we're able to consume. So we're not able to consume all of our minerals and vitamins throughout the day. So it's important to use those supplements. So that's really good. I didn't read this before I came on here. So we're kind of experiencing this at the same time. So our next question, so we're on question number 4. How much weight can I expect to lose after gastric sleeve, and how quickly will I lose it? Okay, so before I get into Google's answer, just remember everybody is different. Everybody. What I lost at 3 months may not be what you lose at 3 months. What she lost at 3 months may not be what I lose at 3 months. It depends on your height, what you started at. It depends on it. There's so many factors. So please do not compare yourself to anybody else. Don't compare yourself to me on, oh, you lost 100 pounds by 1 year. I should lose 100 pounds by 1 year. Everyone is different. Everyone has their own struggles. Everyone has their own circumstances. So just take your time. And what I've learned is it's not a rush. It's not a race. The slower you lose the weight, the slower you lose the weight, the higher chance that you keep it off. I don't know. I just feel like your body is going to lose weight automatically. So just take the stress out of it. Just focus on protein. Focus on everything that's important that you need to put in your body that day. Don't worry about the weight loss. It will come. So let's see what this says. Weight loss after gastric sleeve varies from person to person and depends on the factors such as starting weight, diet, exercise, and lifestyle changes. On average, patients can expect to lose up to 60 to 70% of their excess weight within the first year after surgery. Perfect. So that's exactly what I said. It just depends on that person. I put a lot of pressure on myself on my 1 year. I wanted to lose 100 pounds in a year, and I think I was at like 97 or something, 97 pounds. And I put those pressures on myself for no reason. No one else put those pressures on me. I don't know why I felt like I needed to lose 100 pounds in a year from looking at everyone else around me, everyone else's experience. I don't know why I did that, but that week, I realized all the pressure that I was putting myself. I felt anxiety. I felt disappointment. I felt all these unnecessary feelings because a week later I dropped those 3 pounds. But for me in my head, I was like, I need to do it on the 1-year anniversary. I want to lose, just for myself, but it was unnecessary. So I just, at that point, I was like, look, Chelly, you've lost a lot of weight. Just relax. Like, you're here. So don't put so much pressures on yourself. It's unnecessary. Just focus on being healthy. Last and final question is, what is the recovery process like gastric sleeve surgery? How long does it take to return to normal activity? So this is the final question. What is the recovery time? So let's see what they say. The recovery process for the recovery process after gastric sleeve typically involves a hospital stay 1 to 3 days, followed by a period of rest and recovery at home. Most patients can return to work and normal activities within 2 to 4 weeks, but it's important to follow surgeons' post-op instructions carefully to ensure a safe and successful recovery. Amazing. Love it. Yes. So recovery is pretty quick. I would say from my experience, I had the choice to have a day procedure where I go in the morning, get the procedure done, and come home at night, or I can stay over a night. I chose to stay over a night. I'm like, look, let's do the procedure, and I want to be monitored. I want to make sure everything is good. I want to make sure that nothing happens. Like, I need to be monitored. So I was able to stay a night in the hospital, came home that very next day, and it was just, on the way home, it was very tender. I remember I was just like, don't hit any bumps. It felt very tender. It was just tender. I really couldn't walk. Oh, I could walk. Yeah. I'm thinking of another surgery. I had another surgery. So I'm thinking, so the recovery process was pretty quick. Like I said, it really wasn't much. It's just tender. I was doing small walks, small bending over. I think a week. I couldn't sleep on my stomach for maybe a week and a half. Couldn't sleep on my sides because your incisions here. So it wasn't too bad. The recovery process wasn't bad at all. What was bad was I was hungry. I was so hungry. And I remember afterwards it was just, you have to go on like liquids. You have to start slowly liquids, then, soft foods, and, you had to go. So I think that was more challenging than the actual surgery. So, we all have our challenges. So again, this was the top 5 questions of gastric sleeve from a perspective for people who have not received their gastric sleeve. I love you so much. If you have any questions, you can comment down below, or you can email me at vsgchelly@gmail.com. And I'm going to film another video just to give a quick update of what's going on with me if you want to check that out, or if you want to check out any previous videos. I appreciate it again. VSGChelly, I love you. Thank you all so much for the support. I really try to keep this channel going, but life is so busy. I love you guys, and I will see you next time. Bye.